There was a young man, whose desire was deep into the things he sees daily on the television. He was so addicted to watching TV, his mom was so upset of him sitting all day before the television. Mom, why is it you always seated before the television? Why can't you be like other kids and go outside and play? But Noel's world and imagination was centered around a world of beauty. He fixed his eyes only on the wide screen. One day as Noel watched his mom television from the living room, today was the day that his whole life changed as his eyes become united with a 20-second advertisement that described and displayed a beautiful designed camera. Immediately Noel saw that this is his destiny. At that moment at the age of 17 he knew the first time what he wanted to become. He immediately skipped through other channels wanting to find back this advertisement that opened his eyes and knowledge to an instrument that was designed to capture pictures of beautiful image by just a flash. His mom came in from work. Noel, you again watching the television? I can bet you didn't wash the dishes or take out the garbage. His mom started to cry. I believe you will be someone that never achieve anything, just sit before the television and act a fool till you are old and gray. But Noel hugged his mom and said, Mom, not to worry, I know my purpose in life. Mom drying her tears. What you talking about, Noel? Noel smiling. I will become the world's greatest photographer and I will be able to buy all you ever want. His mom sobbed and said, at least you have a dream. It's better than wondering if you are an empty-head son. Since Noel was the only child and his mom worked from 9 to 5 including weekends. Noel's mom made an agreement that night with him. If he could show her good grades, help with the dishes and carry out the garbage, she will help him to get his first camera. Noel agreed. Now that Noel was back in school, Noel studied hard as his grades were improving. He washed the dishes and take out the garbage as promised. It was winter season when Noel's moms brought his gift wrapped up in a beautiful plaited gift wrapper. As Noel opened the gift wrapper, to every cracking sound of the paper his eyes opened wider and wider. And there it was, the thick round lens glittered as the light from the room shined on it. He made a promise that day. Noel, Mom, I will ensure that you never work again as I will use this equipment to take care of you for the rest of my life. As time goes by, Noel graduated from school and applied to various photography studio. He wait to be called, but in the process of waiting he practiced how to hold the camera, how to take quick shots of person walking by. The telephone rang. Noel. Hello. Caller. Is this Mr. Noel Andrews? Noel. Oh yes it is. Caller. Calling from the Legit's photography studio. How soon can you start working for us? We pay weekly starting $50 per shoot. Caller. Mr. Andrews. Mr. Andrews. Noel lost on the other side of the phone. Caller. Mr. Andrews, will you be ready for this today? Noel uttered. Oh yes. Sir, can you kindly tell me what to wear? Caller. For now just dress casual and call me Mike. Michael Mitchell is the name, but just call me Mike. Noel hung up the phone and dashed off to the bathroom. He was so excited but was alone at home, so his mom wasn't there to give her the news. He walked up to a 2-story building. As he opened the door, this huge tall man walked up to him. Michael, shouted Noel with an outstretched hand. Michael said, it's good to meet you, Noel. Noel. The same here. Michael. I see you have your camera ready for work. Noel responded. Oh yes. As he have his camera tangled around his neck, hugging the pressed collar of his blue polo t-shirt and dropped near to the last 5 buttons of his shirt. Michael. What size lens is that? Noel. Oh, this just 18-135 millimeters. Nothing classy. Michael. Well, at least that will get the job done for starters. Let me show you your cubicle. Come with me. Noel walked speedily to keep up with Michael. Michael. Everyone, this is Noel. Noel, meet everyone. Noel saw at least 6 persons waving to him as he waved back. Michael pointed, this is your place of comfort, as he pulled out an executive chair that made a whistling sound as he pulled it back from the desk. Michael caught Noel's eyes as he stared on the stairs going up to the 2nd floor. Michael pointed to the stairs. Now this staircase is after you prove yourself as a photographer. You will be elevated and join the team upstairs, but for now there is no introduction. Noel's eyebrows raised as he thought this sound weird, but he need the money and he remembered his promise to his mom that he will always be there for her financially. So he sat around a desk with an office desk phone and his camera still tangled around his neck. As Michael pointed out the schedule and the different events that they normally covered. Birthdays, parties, weddings and town meetings are the common set. Michael said to Noel. I will put you in for Friday. Mrs. Kane have a kiddies party for her grandson and I will have you there at 12 p.m. This will be your first task and then we will see your work. Noel answered. Okay. The first day was mostly calls as Noel seated around his desk answering phone and taking appointments. Michael. Okay Noel, how was your first day? As Noel handed him the book of appointments made for clients, pictures to be taken at events, he have a countenance of disappointment as he was looking for a day on the road taking pictures as he have dreamt most his life for. Michael. Cheer up Noel, this is just your first day, remember you are booked for Friday so we will see your work. Noel felt a little better, he smiled and said, oh yes. As he walked out the office he stretched his hand towards a taxi. He was so anxious to go home and give his mom the good news that at 19 he got the job of his dream. Noel hasted to his house but the house was empty. It's been hard on his mom to raise him since his dad passed away when Noel was just 5 years old. His mom have a lot of financial struggles, sometimes she have to do 2 jobs so that Noel could eat and attended school. Noel was so happy now that he can give back to his mom at least some of what she done for him. He opened the refrigerator to see what was there to cook. He wanted his mom to come home to hot meal and to give her the good news. Now that it was night Noel fell asleep and awoken by the tangling of noise at the front door. He rushed to the kitchen and started to heat up his mom dinner. Mom. Noel. What are you doing? Noel. I prepared dinner for you. Mom. What? Something is wrong here. Where is my son? What have you done with him? The lazy TV watcher. Noel laughed. Mom, you are now looking at a registered photographer. I got called today and went to work. I wanted to surprise you when you got home. His mom was so happy she went and hugged her son. I know you have it in you to make me happy one day, and I am very proud of you. Noel. Sit mom, it's time to let you happy for all the good you done for me. Noel took his mother handbag and placed it aside as he helped her to sit around the dining table. He handed her a warmed plate of food that he prepared earlier. His mom was so proud that she did not stop to remind him to put more season next time. She ate all the food that was on her plate. Now it was coming near to Friday where Noel was assigned to take photos at a kiddies party. Noel get all the necessary videos to assisted him with the holding of a camera professionally and tricks that would let his pictures stand out more than others. As he watched them he trained for that day. It was Friday morning when Noel woke up, showered and prepared breakfast for his mom, as both were leaving early for work. His mom looked at him and said, Noel, even if you don't get a chance to fulfill your promise, I will always be proud of you and the fact that you made a huge turn into a respectable young man in society. Noel hugged his mom and left for work. The address he had for the place was a couple blocks from a jewelry store. Since it was payday and he was early for the shoot, he stopped to view a nice watch for his mom. After looking at the beautiful watches he started to walk towards where the kiddies party held. In his mind he already knew which watch to buy for his mom when he get paid. Noel. Good morning madam, I'm the photographer assigned to you from Legit's Photography. My name is Noel Andrews. As the middle-aged lady quickly removed some of the kids out of the passage area, she stretched out her hand and said, Nice to meet you Mr. Andrews, you can call me Aunt Sue. As she smiled, Noel smiled and replied, Well, you can call me Nephew Noel. Aunt Sue laughed. There was about 12 children at the birthday party, included the little boy whose birthday it was. Noel flashed through his camera like a man who'd been taking pictures from 20 years. He remembered all that he studied and practiced and it all started to manifested. He done about 100 shoot that day. As he get his gears together Aunt Sue stretched her hand out with something in it. Aunt Sue. This is just a little token of my appreciation. Noel. No, it's okay, our office already collected for this shoot. We the photographers just showed up and do our job. Aunt Sue. Well, this is for you and I won't take it back. As she placed the $200 in Noel's top pocket. Noel, who have no other choice, smiled and said, Thank you Aunt Sue. He waved to the kids as he hastily went back to the jewelry store to purchase the watch for his mom. Now it was getting close to the evening. He stopped by the office to get the kiddies' photos ready for Aunt Sue. Normally if they paid express they would get back the photos the same day, but Aunt Sue didn't paid express so she will get her photos the following day. Michael. Noel, let's see what you done today. Wonderful. Wow. You look like you've been doing this a while. Keep it up and soon you will be joining the big guys upstairs. Noel. Thank you sir. Michael. Here is your first week's pay. Welcome again to the team. Noel. I appreciate it, sir. As the evening swept down and covered the vicinity, Noel hasted to grab a cab to go home and surprised his mother with the beautiful glittering watch and his first paid check. The cabs were hard to get when it reached 6:30 p.m. in the evening, but luckily there was one cab that drove up empty. Noel slammed the door. Good evening, sir. Cab driver. Where can I take you? Noel. New Orlando Avenue. The cab drove up to the avenue, but Noel could see from a distance winking lights and human shapes standing from afar, near to his house. As the cab slowly drove up to his gate, he could see clearly that it was an ambulance and someone was been placed in the ambulance. He dipped into his pocket and pulled out the money to pay the cab driver, but couldn't take his eyes from off the ambulance as his brain trying hard to comprehend what occurred. Noel walked onto his lawn. As he drew closer he saw the faces of his next door neighbors standing near to his porch. His mother, close friend Marva, reached her hand out to him as he was close to the porch, but before she could talk, Noel felt a burning feeling that grabbed the walls of his stomach. His knee felt as if they lost control of the ligaments of his knee. Marva fighting the tears. Noel, son, I have bad news. Your mom came home early from work. She wasn't feeling well and later she had a heart attack. Marva could not hold back the tears but bursted out with noise as Noel freed his hand from Marva. He rocked his way towards his porch where he sat looking away as his hand curved and reached into his backpack. He found the well-wrapped watch. The other hand reached for his first paycheck that he promised his mother. Noel sat on the porch till all faded away. There was no more ambulance with his mom body, no Marva and no neighbors. He sat alone reminiscing on how good his mother been to him, and now that he finally get the chance to pay her back, she passed away.
Lord, hear